Hello again, Steve here, with what I'm going to call a lesson I've learned from a former blowhard. Now, a couple of days ago, did a video, and I referred to somebody who I had come into contact with as a blowhard. In the common definition of the term, somebody who's basically boisterous and arrogant, essentially, right? And maybe sees other people as not measuring up in some way. Anyway, that was my experience, and I felt it and carried it with me for a few days. And then today, out of the blue, and I can't remember ever in maybe several years having ever gotten a email from this guy, but I got an email from him, and he told me he was sorry for what he had done. And I didn't even think he noticed that he did what he did. I just thought that was the way he was. But he apologized for it. And there's a redeeming quality to something out of the blue like that. Something out of the blue like that. Because, I mean, he doesn't have to do that. It's not like we work together or anything like that. Nobody ever has to anyways. But, I mean, he lives in a different city probably. I might see him, probably the first time I saw him in a year. And even when I see him, it's usually in a group setting. It's not like I go visit him or anything. It's just, he didn't have to do that. But he did. And I learned something. I learned something in a couple of ways. One is to probably keep my mouth shut in my comments about other people. It's not that I have to take that back or tell anybody I was sorry for saying that, because in fact, by the definition, that's what he was. I mean, if somebody, I don't know, walks across your kitchen with muddy socks, they did what they did. You know, there's no sense apologizing for what you thought about it or commented about it. I mean, it didn't give anybody's name out or anything. It was what it was. But if they come back to you a while back and say, you know what, I'm really sorry for that. It's like, I didn't realize that I was mean to you, or I did the whatever. That's amazing. That's really humbling, and that's really, really kind. It shows that in spite of how people may behave in the moment, who knows why, they do have redeeming qualities. And this is something special, I think. And it's something for me to learn, because darn it, you know, I've been a blowhard before, you know, and if I can go back to people and say, look, you know, or I've been arrogant or, you know, ignorant or not paying attention, and affects people. And if I can go back, if I can take this as an example to go back and say, you know what, I'm sorry for what I've done because it may have blah, blah, blah affected you. Don't know for sure, but it may have. If it did, then I'm sorry for that. You know, and to that extent, I am sorry about making the blowhard comment, although it was accurate. That's all I'm saying. It was accurate because, like I say, if somebody walks across your kitchen with muddy shoes, it's still what it is, right? But if they're able to somehow make amends for that, that is wonderful, and it shows the potential for people to rise above what they thought we were. So the life lesson, or the lesson in terms of improving the quality of our lives, is being able to do this, being able to humble ourselves and say we're sorry, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference in our lives. It makes a difference in the lives of others. I was touched by what this guy said this morning, and in a positive way, perhaps even greater than the negative of the earlier incident. Because the earlier incident, I can just, whatever. I mean, I don't have any expectations of people, for the most part. But it's a positive thing that I'll remember. And it's great. Nice talking again. Steve here. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.